Good morning. Good morning. This is Lisa Freeman from stampingwithlisa.com coming to you live on Saturday, July 6th, 2024 at 10 a.m. in the morning. We're bright and early today. I almost fell asleep while I was waiting for this video to start. I was just sitting here and there was like 3 minutes to go and I was just like closing my eyes, resting for a minute. And all of a sudden I opened my eyes and it was 10 o'clock. I'm so tired. And I know some of you guys on the West Coast are probably tired too. So I'm waiting for the stupid commercial to start. Here we go. And then I'll get going. We always got to wait for the dumb commercial. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's get a little straighter here. I don't know why I'm so crooked. Let me see. There we go. Hopefully that's better. Okay, there we go. All right, how is everybody doing today? Everybody good? Hey, Julie, I still have your card from last time. You haven't claimed it. You won last time, in case you didn't see. So make sure you come claim that card. And let me see. I've got one other person. Oh, Ginger Snap. So Ginger Snap also hasn't claimed hers. And I've got 5 more cards to give away. So we have a busy day today. We're making these 3 things. So if you were here last time, we made these 3 cards. So we did these 3. And then I also had one from like a week earlier. And that was the yellowy kind with the butterflies. And it was like a 1-sheet wonder. That also goes in this set. So we've got these 3 from last video. So if you missed that, make sure you go back and watch these. And then what we're doing today is the rest of the cards. So let me see if oh, here's that yellow one. Here we go. So this was the other one. So that was a separate video by itself. So we have that one, and then the 3 that I just showed you. And then this is what we're making today, this portfolio that holds all the cards. And that's the front. So it's like a folder. So you can fit all your cards in there. It's kind of fat with all the cards and the envelopes, but it really holds 4 better than 6, but I've got 6 cards, 6 envelopes. So it's a little bit fat when you have them all in there. But, so today we're going to do the rest of the cards, which is these 2, and then we're going to also make the folder. So then if you watch all 3 videos, you can make everything together. So it was just too much for one video, but here's all the other cards. Plus that yellow one I just showed you. So, but you don't have to do that one if you don't like it. You could just do the pink ones. That'd be perfect. Just do these 4 and this one. That'd be beautiful. And they all match. But I did a couple that were a little bit different colors too. But the pink is definitely my favorite because that's my favorite color. So I love that the best. But we're going to get started on that in a second. I got happy mail from my friend Beth. So she sent me this beautiful little card here. Isn't that cute? Love it. And then also we've got the card kit. Let me show you that real quick. So if you place an order from now till the 15th using the host code, you'll get this card kit. And I got a little bit behind with the current ones. I'm almost done getting them all packed and ready to go. So hopefully they'll go out today. But I started cutting them up and I thought I was all finished. And then I was like, oh, shoot, I forgot this part. So then I had to go get some more paper and that part had to be embossed. So I was just doing that the other day. But I worked 2 doubles the last 2 days. So I haven't had time to do anything the last 2 days. And then, so today I've got the video and then I'm meeting some friends for lunch. My upline Melissa, the one that won, that earned $100 million, $1 million, or sold $1 million. Gosh, I can't even talk. She sold $1 million a couple months ago. She hit her, why do I want to say 100 million? Her 1 million. I wish it was 100 million. I wish I had 100 million. But we're going to go to lunch. And also one of the people that watches, her name is Claudia. She's coming to visit. I think she lives in Florida. I think. I'm not positive. But she's coming up to visit. So she sent us an email and once we're all meeting for lunch. So that should be really fun. So that's the card kit. You'll get that with a $50 or more order using the host code, and then $100 or more will get you also the gems. And there's lots of new stuff going on. Lots of new online things, especially Christmas and fall. So make sure you check out the online store. And also we have bonus days. So for every $50 you order, on top of getting the card kit, you'll get a $5 coupon to use next month. So make sure you do that. Let me say hello to everybody. Hold on. Hey, Carol Ann. Hey, Tootsie Bell. Hey, Christine. Hey, Renee. Hey, Marva. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Pearl. Hey, Kay. Hey, Diane. I know you're right. It is hot and humid in Chesapeake. It's been so hot. Oh, my gosh. It's been almost 100 degrees every day. And today's going to be another hot one. It is gross out. Too hot to go outside. Hey, Carol. Hey, Marie. Hey, Julie. Hey, Myra. Hey, Heather. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Carolyn. Hey, Margaret. Hey, Annie. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Linda. I wish we had some rain. We're supposed to get rain the next, like, 4 days, though, I think, so that'll be good. Hopefully it'll cool it off a little bit. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Shannon. Hey, Becky. Hey, Louise. Hey, Joan. Oh, sunny in Minnesota. Good morning, everyone. I'm finally seeing you real life and can hardly wait to see what Lisa has in store for us today. Well, Marie, this is what I have in store for you. All right, everybody's flying by. So we've got a lot of people, almost up to 100 now. Hey, Veronica. You made it to the live. Yes, you did. Hey, Cheryl. It's 7 o'clock. Drinking coffee and watching your good friend Lisa. There you go. Can't get any better than this. The only thing that would be better if we had some Tillamook ice cream. Yes. I made I think last time when I was talking to you guys, I told you I was making my blueberry dump cake for work on for July 4th, and it was so good. Everybody flipped out over it. It was so good. And that's what we needed was some ice cream. Everybody said the only thing that make it better was ice cream. Oh, Mario's on here. Oh, Claudia's on here. That's who I'm going to lunch with. Hey, Claudia. That's Mark Val. So the one that says Mark Val is actually Claudia. Not sure how we get Claudia from that, but I thought it was Mark and Val. But it's Claudia. Hey, Reba. All right, so this is the paper. In case you haven't seen it all of the 25 times that I've showed it to you, it is gorgeous. I'm just going to flip through real fast. This is one of my favorite pieces. And this is more than one pack because I have gone through so many packs. But look how beautiful the back is. They're just so pretty. Love this paper. Love it, love it, love it. So aren't these colors just absolutely gorgeous? So this is about 3 parts of 3 packs because I've used so much of it already. But we're using this piece today. All right, so that's some of it. Some of it's missing because I don't have all the pieces. Still, I've used so much. And then we're also using these 2 stamp sets, Spotlight on Nature and Thoughtful Wishes. So we're using that one right there. And we're using this one. And I think we're using the thanks. That thanks maybe. I can't remember. No, thank you. Different thank you. So those 2 stamp sets. And I think that's it. So we're going to do... Let me see. We're going to start with this card. And we'll do the folder last. So here's what you need. And I talked about everything, I think. We got the bonus days. Don't forget. Online exclusives. Oh, the glass mat. If any of you guys have been waiting for the glass mat, it's in and anybody can order it. Vicky just ordered 12 packs of this paper. Dang, girl. What are you going to do with all that? All right, so we're going to use 5.5 by 8.5 fresh freesia, 5 1/4 by 4 white for the inside, 5.5 by 3 of the designer paper, and 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 boho, 3 by 3 designer paper, and then these are for the words, the 1 by 2, boho 7/8 by 1 7/8 white. So this piece right here, let me see if I have any left. Let me show you how I cut it, because it was really easy. So hopefully I have some left. Ah, I don't. Okay, hold on. Let me find one that's, this one's similar. All right, so this one is kind of the same thing as this piece. So what I did was I just cut it in half 3 inches this way. So that piece is that. And the only difference is the one I used was the pink and the blue. So I cut that off first at 3 inches and then trimmed it. So that's my big piece. And then I took this piece at the top and I cut that in half to make the 3 by 3. So it's kind of like this was here and then this one was here. So that's how I cut that piece. It was just the one that matches this that's in the pink and the blue colors. But I've used all of those, so that is how I cut that one. Oops, I just dropped a bunch on the floor. All right, so take a screenshot of that one. Oh, Debbie's in the hospital. Had her appendix removed, and she's watching me. Well, hopefully I'll make you feel better, but I won't make you laugh too hard that you'll split open your stitches or anything. Oh, Vicky just ordered the glass mat too. I think you'll love that glass mat. Therese is watching from France. Merci de bien vouloir donner une video. Okay, merci, I think means thank you. I don't know, merci. Yeah. And then de bien is probably good. I don't know. De bien vouloir. I have no idea what that says. Something video. All right, we need a translator for the French. Probably good day watching your video. I don't know. I need to learn French. I'm trying to learn Spanish. Well, I know a little Spanish, but not a lot. But we have a lot of Hispanic people that come into my work. And so I'm trying to learn more so I don't have to always use my translator thing. All right, so for this one, none of these cards require a lot of stamping. That's the good thing. So they're very quick and easy. So only thing we have to stamp is the white part. So we're gonna do the inside first. Let me get a piece of scrap paper. I don't need this big. Let's fold this in half. Okay, so for the inside, we're just gonna take the white, and we're using Fresh Freesia, one of my favorite colors. And we're just going to ink up our leaf and stamp it down here. And I always like to do mine a couple times, so you just get a little shadow there. So there's that. And then we're going to do our thank you right here. And you can see I trim mine a lot closer than they come. So we're going to do the thank you right in the middle. And then we're going to dip it. So just take it and dip it in your ink pad. There you go. So now you get a little rim around it. So we're done with that. How easy is that card? So then you're just going to put it together. So we're going to glue the piece of designer paper right to the front of the card like this and leave a little bit of a gap over here. And I like my, oh, that piece is pretty too. Isn't that pretty? That's the only bad thing is it's both sides of this paper are so pretty. You hate to put glue on it. So we're just going to leave a little bit of a border. And I cut this a smidge too long. So we're going to trim that off. So last night, I got home from work about 9:15. And one of my really, really good friends I hadn't talked to in a long time had messaged me And she said, call me when you get home from work. So I called her, and we stayed on the phone for 3.5 hours. And I kept saying, I got to go. I got to get up and do my video in the morning. I said, I'm going to be so tired. And so every single time I said that, we're like, okay. And then we start talking some more. So we started saying goodbye at about 11. And then finally about 12:30 or 12:15, I think I got off the phone. And I was just like, I hadn't talked to her in forever. You ever have those friends, like you haven't talked to them in forever, and you start talking to them, and next thing you know, like 3 hours has gone by. And you're like, oh, I can't believe I talked that long. And it felt like 30 minutes. And her name's Lisa too, so it's funny because we're like twins separated at birth. We have the same name, same birthday, except 4 days apart. My birthday is October 18th. Hers is October 22nd. Same year. We both have one daughter. We both are divorced. We both were teachers. Let me think what else. We just have so many things in common. It's just crazy. But it was just funny. We just kept on going on and on and on and on. And I hated to even hang up, but I needed to go to sleep. So we're just gluing everything together. And I have a really funny joke for you today. One of my friends posted this on Facebook the other day, and I laughed so hard, and I was like, oh my gosh, I got to use that for my joke today. All right, so then what we're going to do is put the thread on. So this is the white baker's twine. I don't know why my card is warped a little bit. So what I did was I kind of started it like hanging off a little bit. You need enough for a bow, so about that much. Wrap it around, and come up here. Scoot this over. So I'm not sure how much this is, but it's a lot. I left it on the roll the first time to see how much I needed, and it was quite a bit. So then I've got my string here. I wrapped it around both pieces and tied a knot. So I wrapped it around twice around the inside and then tied it in a knot. Like that. And then fixed it because I want this to be kind of separated. Like that. And then just tie a bow. So tie a little bow right here. And then I put a little glue dot behind that because you don't want it to move once you do that. So let's get a little glue dot. We're just going to shove that under there so it'll stay in place. There we go. And if you got some showing, just shove it under there. There we go. All right, this piece is going to go on with dimensionals. And I know I need to read comments. You guys are just chatting up a storm on here. Hold on, let me go back and look. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, Vicky says, I have no idea. I tend to make at least a dozen of one type of card and give boxes of cards to my sister-in-law. The bonus thing. No, the bonus thing is Stampin' Up. That's a Stampin' Up thing. So it's automatic. When you order over $50, you'll get an email from Stampin' Up with a coupon code that you can use next month. So that is from Stampin' Up. And it's good for the whole month. And then you can use them. It's kind of like Kohl's Cash if you ever have a Kohl's near you. And you get the little Kohl's Cash and you can use it later. It's kind of the same thing. So you collect all your coupons this month and then you can use them all next month. So that's how it works. All right, we're going to put this on top. And then this, I'm just going to glue this down right here. It's going to hang off a little bit, but that's okay. And I'm just going to put the glue on the top part and stick it right there. And then, of course, we have to spray with our shimmer spray. Now, somebody messaged me and said that their shimmer spray was making their ink run. I have never had that happen before, but here is the thing. You do not want to hold your card up and then spray it. You always want to keep it flat. And then you want to hold your sprayer at least, shake it up good, hold it about 12 inches above your card. So I'm holding it about right where the camera is. So that's actually more than 12 inches. And then what happens, I don't know if you can see this on the screen, when I spray it, can you see? It just is a little fine mist that falls on your card. So, I mean, I got like one little blob there, but you just want this fine mist to fall on it. If you spray it too close like this, it is going to make your stuff run because then it's too close and it's too much all at once. So you really want to do it way up high. So there you go. So there's the first card. Oops, I forgot my gem. Don't want to forget my gem. So this is the Tinsel Gems 3-pack. And we're just going to put one right here. Love that color. So you get like Misty Moonlight, Fresh Freesia, and Coastal Cabana, I think, in there. Love those colors. So that's card number 1. And then we're going to go to card number 2 in 1 second. So let me read the comments real quick. Woo, Stella says 116. I think yesterday here it was that with the heat index, it was 115 or something, but it got up to 98. Oh my gosh, Annie says 63 in southern North Dakota. Woo! 63. We haven't seen 63 in a while. Cheryl says, I have Tillamook ice cream. She got 5 at $2.99 a gallon. I've never seen it that cheap. Wow. I think the cheapest it goes on sale here is like $3.50. It's normally like $5.99. Woo! I don't have enough room in my freezer for 5. Woo! That's crazy. But I could eat 5 of them. Oh, Linda says she's got a hurricane coming. Dang. All right. Yeah, it looks like most of us are dying from the heat. Veronica says, what do you have in the bottle? So there's alcohol, 70% alcohol. That is this. I use the Walmart brand, doesn't matter. 70% isopropyl alcohol. And if you look at the last video, I showed how to make it. So you just pour the alcohol in here. So if you just go back one video to part 1 of this, you'll see how to make it at the very end. And then pour in your champagne mist shimmer paint. Shake it up. Pour in, I think we did about 10 drops. And then just shake it up. And then, oh, the little ball in here is the little ball from this. So when I finished one of these, I poured the ball in the bottle. But if you don't have one of those, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I think it helps stir it up, but you don't have to have that little ball in there. But if you do have like a little BB or something, I don't know, one of those ball bearings, put it in there. Okay, so the next card is this one. So this is the piece that I used. I'm going to show you how to cut that in just a minute. So you need 5.5 by 8.5 Mossy Meadow, 5 1/4 by 4 white, 5 1/4 by 4 Cajun Craze, 4.5 by 3 3/4 of the designer paper, and just scraps for your punch of the white and Mossy Meadow. That's the card. this is the piece that we're using, and I'm going to show you how to cut that up in just a second after you guys take a picture. Debbie says, it is death-defyingly hot in Houston. That's funny. I'm telling you, it's hot everywhere. Oh, Kay says she put a rock in her shimmer spray. That's a good idea. Put a little rock. Okay. Hey, Jean. All right, got that screenshot. So again, not much work with this one. I've already cut that, but I'm going to show you how I cut it. So we cut it down to 4.5 by 3 3/4. So what I did, this is how it started, and this is where I cut it. So I cut it at 3 3/4 here, cut that off. Then I took 3/4 of an inch off the top and 3/4 of an inch off the bottom. So that's where I got that piece from, because I wanted it to be 3 3/4 wide, and then I wanted to have part of it just the sky and part just the seagrass or whatever that is. I don't know, like in the sand dunes. So it's right about there and there. So I kind of just eyeballed where I wanted it, and it just happened to be 3 3/4 from that edge, and then I centered it on this side. So 3/4 and 3/4 there. So then I got this, and then what I did was I looked at it and I said, well, I want to cut it from the top corner down to the side, and I wanted one piece to be just sky and the other piece to have the grass. So I kind of went about an inch. It's probably a little bit less than an inch, I don't know, but it's about an inch. Let's see. Got my ruler here. It is, yeah, just slightly under an inch, like 7/8. But it doesn't, you don't have to really be exact with this measurement, as long as it's down there. But I just went just right above the grass. And then what you do is you pull it apart. So when you pull it apart, you put it on a different color. And then you're going to have this with the border right in the middle. And that's how we get that. So then we're just going to glue that down. And you can do this with any designer paper. I've made bunch of cards with this technique where you just separate it. And it always is really cool looking. So we're going to have just a little bit of a border all the way around. Like 1/8 of an inch-ish. Ish. You always got to add ish, because it's never exact. You just got to wing it. And then put this one down. That's the good thing. You can't tell. If it's a little bit off, you won't even notice. But just try to get it straight. All right, so there we go. And then we're going to glue this onto the front. So these cards, you can make a million of these, like, so fast. It's not even funny. All right, so then the inside, what I did was, hold on. I used Cajun Craze, this little thing, I don't know what it is. Some kind of, I don't know, cornstalk looking thing. And it just kind of went with this. So I said, we'll just put this in here. Ink that up, and I'm just going to stamp this once. So there you go. So it kind of looks like a cornstalk to me. I don't know what it is, though. All right, so that's the inside. And then our happy birthday, we're going to actually punch these out. Oh, no. You know what? I forgot to punch. Wait a minute. Yes, I did. I forgot to punch. Dang. Okay, let me see if I got any already punched out. I can't believe I did that. Oh, no. We are in trouble because Lisa forgot to punch. Dang. I totally forgot it. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to run and get it really fast. I'll run. super fast. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I do have one here. Oh, I got a white one. You know what we could do? We could just trim one up. That's what I would do. I forgot to punch, so I tell you what I'm going to do. We got a white one. We're just going to cut one out. So we're going to take the cheater way, and so I don't have to run. I'm just going to cut one exactly the same size. I'll put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. I thought I had everything with me, but I forgot this. Okay, so we're just going to cut right around the edge, and nobody will ever know. You ever see those commercials? Nobody will know. Nobody will know. Nobody's ever going to know. So we're just cutting, since my punch is in the other room, and at least I had the one, and there we go. So this is the hexagon punch that Lisa just made. And you know, it's so funny. I always get comments from you guys that say, I love it when you mess up. It's so funny. And I love to see how you fix things. So here's what you do. There you go. All right. So we had the important one, which was the white one. And we're going to stamp happy birthday right there. And then we're going to do the back piece like I always do. I like to do either hot dog or hamburger and take it and split it up. So what I mean by that is you can either cut it hot dog length across this way or hamburger this way in half. We're going to do hot dog. So we're going to cut it right across the middle here and turn this over. Put a little tape on the end, and then you're just going to pull this apart. And look, see, nobody will even notice that I didn't have the punch. Isn't that a good idea? So just wing it, guys. Just wing it. And then it's not perfect, but it's close enough. Okay, and if you have a little crooked edge, let's just trim this up a little bit, because it should be right straight even with that. All right, there we go. Okay, all right, there you go. All right, so then you just pull it apart on the back, and then it looks like you have a border around the front. So then we're going to take that, put it on the front of our card with some dimensionals. Thinking fast on my feet. That's right, Michelle. You said, Renee says, I'd never be able to cut it like that. I'd probably mess up. Well, if you got the other one sitting right on top, it's hard to mess up, though. You just got to trace it. Or you could trace it with a pencil, then cut it. You could do that. Oops. So I watched another series, you know, while I was cutting all the paper for these card kits. I watched another Netflix series called Spinning. It's about this ice skater and her life. It was actually really good, though. She, in the beginning, she's been a skater her whole life, and then she falls and, you know, like cracks her head open. But then she comes back, and I won't tell y'all what happened, but it was a pretty good movie. Well, it was actually a series. It was like, I think 8 episodes maybe. All right, so there's my happy birthday. Then we're going to put some of these jewels on here. So this is the Blooming Pearls, and they come in all different colors. And I think they come in, let me see. I've used a whole bunch of them. So originally you get the kind of greenish blue, the gold, the pink, and the like coral. Oh, that's another pink. And then these. So you get all different colors, but I used almost all the green and the blue ones. So I've got a lot of these coral ones left. And then we're going to put, whoops, 3 of these on. So we've got one, oops, here. All right, my goo doesn't want to come off of here. It's sticking. What is going on? All right, usually it just slides right off, but we're having difficulties. Let's just put it on there. Okay. There we go. Boy, Lisa's having a day today. Okay, let's put that there. All right, and then we're going to spritz this one because you got to have some shimmer. Love it. I don't think I sprayed this one. There we go. Now they're both shimmer. All right, so there's that one. Oops, I forgot to put the inside. Let's stick that down. I got all discombobulated when I didn't have my punch. And I always sit here and like triple check everything, making sure I got it all. I forgot the punch. Okay, so there's that one. So that's number 2. Let me see. I know you guys are cracking up at me, laughing. That sounds like fake till you make it. Fake it till you make it. Yeah, fake it till you make it. That's it. Stampin' UP does have the prettiest paper. Yes. Happy birthdays from Unbounded Love. Okay, thank you. I know. I love that happy birthday. I put shimmer on pretty much every single card. Yep. Only time I don't is if it's like a metallic card, because then it won't soak into it. It will just rub off. So if it's metallic, I don't. Like the metallic papers, like the gold, silver, those I don't. Regina says her husband says she's a happy person. Oh, I am a happy person. All right, so there's that number 2. So now we're going to do the folder to put them in. So here's what you need for that. So this is one whole sheet of paper, 8.5 by 11 Mossy Meadow. And then you need a white 5 3/4 by 4, and the designer paper 5.5 by 4 3/4. So what I did, here's the picture of it. That's what it looks like. So I did a drawing. So it says 8.5 by 11 Mossy Meadow. You score it at 5 1/4 by 5 1/4 and 5 3/4, and then turn and score it 6 6 1/4. So I drew a little picture. So this is the whole piece of cardstock. And so I scored it in the center, 5 1/4 and 5 3/4, because the middle would be 5 1/2. So I scored it a little bit on either side of the middle to make the center part. And then I turned it, so at the bottom, so if you turn it this way, this is the 8.5 inch side. I scored it at 6 6 1/4. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. Take a picture and then I'll show you. Everybody's talking about the weather. It is so hot. It's so hot. Okay, so here's the whole thing. So this is the 5 1/4, 5 3/4, and then you turn it and score it at 6 6 1/4. So that's our bottom part. So that's our whole sheet of paper. This is our middle, like, binding part, and this is our folder that goes up. So then what you're going to do is take this and score it on all your score lines. Let me get this out of the way. So score it on all your score lines. And then we're going to cut it. So you're going to cut up from here. And you could use your paper cutter if you want to go super straight. So there, and we're doing to the second line, second score line. There. And then you're going to cut that off. Okay, so we cut off that part. Then you're going to take this, fold it in half, and line up your center part. So what we want to do is like miter the corners. So we want to make it go like that on the inside. So they're not, it's not all bulky in there. Because if you have it like this and then try to, you know, close it, it's just too much stuff in there. So we're going to trim that off. So this is our center. I'm lining up these two edges, and I'm just going to cut a little bit over, maybe like 1/2 inch. And I'm going to cut from here up to that corner right there. Okay. And it doesn't have to be exact, but pretty much like that. So then when you open it, you get that. And if you're worried about cutting it straight, take a ruler, draw a little line there, and you can do that. All right, so then what I did was I poked holes. So I tried gluing this. I put some tear tape and I put, you know, regular tape, glue. Nothing was holding it very good. It just kept popping off. So I said, I'm just gonna have to poke holes into ribbon. So, or string. So I got my old hole punch. This is like 1,000 years old. And you're just going to go in about 1/2 inch and poke a hole. And then go down and try to line it up pretty straight. Poke a hole. So there we go. So we got 2 holes here. Now we want to match that up on the other side. I don't know, it's an old punch. It's not going all the way through. All right, so then we're going to go to the other side, and we're going to try and match up those holes over here. So we're going to punch. I'm making a mess. We're going to punch. I don't know why I'm not coordinated today. About the same spot here and over a little bit. And make another mess. Okay, then throw these away. And this hole is 1/8 of an inch, I think. It's 1/8 of an inch hole punch. Just big enough for your thread to go through. And this is the white baker's twine again. So what I'm going to do is line up my holes and put it down through the first hole. And I can't see. I need my glasses on. All right, so put it down through the first hole and then back up through the second hole. And then you get it on top. And then we don't want to pull it too tight because you want to have enough room to put all your cards in there. So if you just leave something so it's not super duper tight, and tie a knot. I just stuck my scissors in there. So it's not super tight, and I double, triple knotted it. So it won't come undone. Okay. So it's got a little bit of room in there. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. And then just trim that. So there's our first little pocket. So there you go. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. So line up those holes. Put the string down through the top. And bring it back up through the other side. And then again, pull it tight, but put something in there so it's not like super tight. Because if you pull it too tight, you're not going to be able to fit your cards in there. And then just tie a couple knots. And there you go. Oops, I cut that a little short. That's okay. We'll cut this a little shorter. All right, so then this is a super easy folder to make. And all it takes is one sheet of paper. So you can make it any color you want to. And any paper you want to use. All right, so for the front, this is our front. We're gonna cover up that with our paper. So these two pieces go together. So I'm just gonna glue the pattern paper to the white. And funny story about this white paper. I don't know if any of you guys can see it. I was looking for my 12 by 12 white paper, and I found this old pack of white paper that was textured, and it was called, I think, coordinated paper, coordinations or something. So it was an old pack of white 12 by 12 paper that we used to carry that was like linen paper almost. And I said, oh, that's pretty. So I decided to use that. Then we're going to glue this to the front. So it does have a little texture to it. And then that goes on here, and that's going to cover up your baker's twine. So just give that a press. And then I've got, oh, you know what I forgot? To stamp. I can do that. I forgot to stamp the words. Okay, we can still do it because it's still flat. Oops, just dropped something. So this says, be grateful for what you have, be proud of who you are. So we're gonna stamp that right here. There you go. Perfect. You can put anything you want there, but I thought that was nice. And then we've got a couple little butterflies to put on here. So I just did one of each. So one big, one little. So there you go. And you can put as many as you want on there. It doesn't matter. So there's our folder. And then you can put all your cards in it. Oh, and we got to spray it too. Hold on. Give it some shimmer. If you haven't seen the shimmer spray, like up close, look at it on dark paper. You can really see it. See that? All that shimmer. Oh my gosh, I love it. Love the word stamp. Okay, so then you open it up. There's all your cards, and you can stick these in here. Stick this one. Oops, I've already got that one. Oh, you know which one I'm missing? These ones go in here. I had the wrong ones. Okay, so there is all of our cards. So we have one video for this one right here. Then we have another video for these three that I did last time. And then today is these two cards and the folder. And then when you finish, you have this whole big folder of all these cards. So there you go. Nice and easy. And this makes a great gift for somebody. Or you could just do 4 cards, would be just as nice. And a little bit easier to do. So there you go. You like it? Don't forget to thumbs up and like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff for me. All right, I've still got a joke coming up. Oh, Teresa says, love using those old eyelets. Yes, like brads. I don't think we have brads anymore, because that's what I used to use on these things, is little brads. But the little twine works pretty well. Okay, this joke is so funny. Joke and ice cream, yes. And then I've got cards to give away. Okay, hold on. Let me pull the joke up. All right, so I just got stopped by the Chesapeake police. That's where I live, is Chesapeake. I already knew why he got me, speeding as expected. Ha ha ha. But of course, if you guys know me, I'm a speeder. But of course, I was going to ask him why he stopped me. Ain't nobody got time for a ticket or court, so I decided to test my luck and humor. I remembered I had gotten this spray from Amazon that was called fart spray, and I bought it to play a prank on my coworkers. So I grabbed the fart spray and decided to play a prank on the police officer. The bottle says to squirt about 2 sprays. Well, as the officer walks toward my car, I nervously sprayed about 5 squirts. Oops. He gets to my window and asks me to get out. I said, I can't. He immediately stops in his tracks and says, good Lord, what is that? I said, I've got a situation, sir. The look on his face was priceless. I said, sir, my stomach hurts really bad and I'm trying to get home because... And then he stopped me. And he didn't even let me finish my sentence. He grabs his face, backs up, and says, oh my gosh, I think you need an ambulance. I screamed, no, of course, trying not to laugh. He looked worried and sick. The officer said, be careful and try not to speed, but I understand it's awful. Hold on a minute, I'll escort you. And y'all, he followed me all the way home. I didn't expect it to go this way, but the officer waited until I got out of the car. He stayed in his car, of course. So I had to waddle all the way to my door with my butt cheeks clenched together and limping like I was hurting. No ticket, though. I thought that was hysterical. And the funny thing is, one of my friends who posted on Facebook, it's a guy. And the whole time I'm reading it, I thought he was serious because he's the kind of guy who would really do that. And I thought it was serious. And then at the end it says, if you read this and got a good laugh, please pass it on. So I thought that was hysterical. Oh, Georgia says, word stamp set. Somebody just said what it was. Hold on, let me look back. Diane said, what was it? Happy birthday is from Unbounded Love. Oh, you're talking about the one in the folder. You know what? I don't know. Anybody know where this one comes from? I forgot. I know somebody knows. Too bad Starla's not on here. She's memorized the whole catalog. Anybody know? I know that was a funny joke. Sherry says that actually happened to her husband. Did he have the fart spray with him, or he actually had an upset stomach? It actually did happen to me when I was in college. I was going back to college one time, and I was driving down 64, and I had to go to the bathroom so bad. And I see the sign that says rest area like 2 miles ahead. So I hit the gas. There was nobody on the road at all. And I hit the gas and I started going because, I was about to pee in my pants. And don't you know, all of a sudden I look in my rearview mirror. Here comes a cop behind me. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I told him, I said, I'm sorry. I said, I have got to go to the bathroom so bad. Please. I said, can we just go to the rest stop? You can give me a ticket at the rest stop. I said, but I am about to pee in my pants. So we go to the rest stop. I get out, run in, go to the bathroom, come out. I thought for sure he was just going to say, okay, you can go. But no, he wrote me a ticket. That was my very first ticket. And I think I was like maybe 19 or 20 years old. And I was so upset. But man, I had to go to the bathroom. But anyway, that's my story. All right, time to give away cards. And in case you missed the last one, I wanted to show you this card kit again because it's so beautiful. This was the Expressions of Kindness kit. You can get it online in the online store. It's a new kit, and you get all of this stuff. You get a roll of ribbon, a block, some glitter gems, dimensionals, a stamp set, really cute stamp set, a block, and you get all of this in here if I can get it out. So these are the envelopes. just the envelopes are absolutely gorgeous. You can cut these envelopes up and make cards out of that. Then you get all this word pieces, the little cutouts for the words. Then you get like this ephemera that are the flowers already die cut for you. You can pop them out. You get a couple of them. Then you get the gold flowers, or the leaves. And they're beautiful. Then the actual card pieces, you can cut these card pieces into 2, and instead of making 4, you can make 8 of these. And then you get these 4. I would just keep these the same. So you can make all these cards. So I'm having a class in a couple weeks with this kit at my house, and we're gonna make some alternative cards with it. So if you guys are local and want to come, let me know. I'll be sending out an email about it soon. And you can order the kit online and do the class with me, because I'll be doing a video of it after. And all right, so these are the 2 from last time. I know Julie's on here, so make sure, Julie, you send me your address. And then I've got some more to give away. All right, so here's the cards for today. All right, so these 2 winners are from last time, so make sure you claim it. Here's my email address, stampgirl2@cox.net. Don't forget that number 2. It's not underlined or anything, but I just circled it because I don't want you to forget it. Okay. Renee said she was riding with a friend and had to go so bad and knew it wasn't going to make it home. He stopped and I ran into the woods. You keep toilet paper in your car. I don't keep toilet paper in the car, but I do keep napkins and stuff. All right, so first winner is Melanie. Is Melanie on here today? I haven't seen her. Mel. Okay, next winner is Marilyn Skelton. Marilyn on here. And next winner, Jody Mathena. Jody Mathena. Next winner is Sherry Alexander. I think I saw her on here. I think I did. And the last one for today is Heather Woodcock. All right, you guys, those are the winners for today. So we have Mel, Marilyn, Jody, Sherry, and Heather. You guys are today's winners, and Julie and Ginger from last time. I didn't see Mel on here today. Usually she's on all these, but I know it's only like 8 o'clock there, so. Vicky. No, Vicky. No, Vicky. You just won like 4 cards. All right, you guys, have a great rest of your Saturday. I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure you try some of these cards yourself. And have a great rest of your weekend. Stay cool inside. And I hope to see you back on Tuesday night at 7 o'clock for the next video. I think I'm going to try and do something new, like the online Christmas stuff. Maybe try to feel some coolness on the video. All right, take care, everybody, and have a great day. Bye-bye.